paper number 68, paper number 68. Now in this paper number 68, question numbers, paper number 68, question number 60, 66 onwards, 61 to 65 done, 66 to 70. Yes, question number 66 to 70, any doubts in this? Now as we are running out of time, we can discuss only the questions which you are having some doubts. Yes, tell me 66 to 70, is there any doubt, or shall I explain this one or not required? Now in this. Yes, so how many lectures are there in total? We have some 10 lectures, PQRS, T, U, V, W and X. X and Y teach in the same college, they give lectures in 5 months, isn't it? Now in total they give lectures in 5 months, April, May, June, September and December. And they give lectures in a month which is on 7th and 21st date. 7th and 21st date, April, 7th and 21st. And after this April, May, June, April, May, June, September and December, isn't it? And 7th and 21st, and in this case, and only 2 lectures are held in a month. The lectures are attended by different number of students. The total strength of the students is 100. Total strength is 100 in each class, and 50% attendance is compulsory for each class. At least 50 members have attended in each class. And the number of students will be even in the month of 30 days. Now in the month of 30 days, now this is April is having 30 days, and see here in this one, and both these two must be even, and June is even, and here also September is also even. And for May and December is having 31 days, and for 31 days odd numbers. Hence for May and December we should have odd numbers. And so how many odd numbers do we have? We have some 4 odd numbers and 6 even numbers, isn't it? 4 odd numbers and 6 even numbers. The number of students will be even in the month which has 30 days, and odd numbers in the month of 31 days. Different number of students attend class on different dates. And no lecture can give. No, sir. As of now, till now, we have discussed about the description part of this one. Now, from here onward, the conditions were started. No lecture can give the lecture after W. As no lecture can give the lecture after W, and so W must be at the last. And among these, W at the last is December 21st. Hence, W must be, okay, is giving a lecture on December 21st. And U gives lecture in the month which has 30 days. U gives in the month which has 30 days. You can be either in the month of April, or in the month of June, or in the month of September, isn't it? Either June, April or September. Next one, U on the 7th of April. And T and Q give lectures after U, and T and Q gives lecture after U on the 7th of different months respectively. Respectively means in the same order. After this U, this T and Q must be on the 7th. Isn't it? T and Q must be on the 7th of different months, and T and Q are the 7th of different months after U. Then tell me on which date U can be. Can U be here at this place? And U is in the month of June or not? If you take U is in the month of June, T and Q can be the September and December. Or if U is here and U is in the month of June, these two, hence U cannot be in the month of September. Are you following this one or not? And U can be either June or April. Either June or April, then number of students who attend on class 7th September is a whole square 2-digit number. 2-digit number whole square 7th September. Has what is that number here? Now whole square squares after 50. 8 square, 9 square, 10 square, isn't it? Out of which 8 square is 64, 9 square is 81, 9 square is 81 means 7th September. 7th September, September is having 30 days. Hence the number of persons must also be even number, isn't it? Hence even number, and it is a 2-digit number. 2-digit square. What are the numbers left over here? 64 and 81. Out of which 81 is not possible because it is an odd number. Hence here it must be 64. Are you following this one or not? Here it is fixed. 64 is fixed because it is 2-digit number, whole square, and that number must be an even number, and that number must be more than 50 and lesser than 100 because it is a 2-digit number. Done with this? And R does not give the lecture in the month in which Y, R, Q. R is not giving in the same month which is Y and Q are giving. R cannot have Y or Q. And the sum of the number of students who attend the class on 7th of 2 months is 150. 7th of 2 months is 150. Now the sum of two numbers must be 152 in this one. 7th of 2 months. And which of that one that is not clearly known? Only 3 lectures give lecture between you and the lecturer whose class is attended by 68. You and 68 there must be exactly 3. As there must be exactly 3 between you and 68. Now sir, can you be at this place if you is here? 1, 2, 3, 68 must be here, which is not possible. Because the last must be odd number. And second, if you take u at this place 1, 2, 3, 68 must be here, which is not possible. Are you following this one or not? Hence, where should this u? U must be in the month of April. Are you following this one or not? Because between u and 68 are how many days? There must be 3 persons between u and 68. Hence, u cannot be here as well. As u cannot be here as well, hence where should this u? U must be in the month of April. As u is in the month of April, then this T and Q. Then the difference of number of students who attend on class on 7th September and the sum of the number who attend on class and May is 58. Now 7th September is 64 and the difference between 64 and the number of people who attend in May is 58. And so how many students attend in the month of May? Tell me. 64 plus 58. What is this 64 plus 58? 64 plus 58, 120. Hence in May, the sum of these two must be 122. Are you following this one or not? Because 7th September is 64 and the difference between 7th September and the persons who attend in the month of May is 58. And 64 plus 58, it must be 122, must be in the month of May. Q gives lecture in the month which has 30 days. As Q is giving the month which has 30 days, hence where can this Q be? As Q is in the month which has 30 days. As Q is in the month which has 30 days, and which has 30 days. And the average number of students who attend class on 21st April and 21st June is 76. 21st April and 21st June, and the sum of these two must be how much? Tell me. X plus y equals to, average is 76 and the total 76 into 2, it must be 152. Isn't it? And this must be 152. And P gives lecture in the month which has 31 days. And P is giving a lecture which has 31 days. And P must be either in the month of December or in the month of May. Isn't it? P gives lecture in the month which has 31 days. 31 days means either in the month of May or in the month of December. And T gives lecture on one of the months before Q. T is before Q, hence T and Q. And Q is an even number, that's also clearly given. Total 55 students attend V's lecture. As total 55 students attend V's lecture, and V does not give lecture in the month which has W. As V cannot be in the month of W, hence V must be in the month of which? V cannot be in the month of December. And what is the value of this V? 55. 55 cannot be in the month of December, and this 55 must be in the month of May only. Hence the value of V is 55. If V is 55, then what is the other number left over here? Out of this 122, 55 is gone, and the remaining element is 67. Isn't it? And the other one is 67. V does not give lecture in the month which has W. There are 4 persons between V and S. As there are 4 persons between V and S, if V is here, 1, 2, 3, 4, S can be here. Or if V is here, S can be here. How many possibilities are there for this V and S? 2 possibilities. And Y gives lecture in the month which is after V. Y is after V. After V gives lecture. Total number of students who attend class in 5 months is 714. The sum of the number of students who attend on class 7th May and 7th June is 147. 7th May and 7th June is 147. As 7th May and 7th June is 147, and the sum of these two must be an even number or odd number. June must be even and May must be an even number. And out of which one number must be either 55 or 67, isn't it? Either 55, and then whose student, and students who attend class on 7th June is lesser than 90. 7th June is lesser than 90. Now the sum of these two must be 100 and how much? 152 and 147, sorry. Now the sum of these two must be 147. If the sum of these two is 147, and this value can be either 55 or 67. Are you following this one or not? Because total is 122, out of which one is 55 and the remaining is 67. One of the value must be either 55 or 67. If you take it as 55, and the total must be how much? Total must be 147. Out of which 147, if you subtract 55, then what is the value here? 75 minus 5 is 2, 14 minus 5 is 9. And here it must be 92. If you take the value of this one as 55, here it must be 92. Then what is the information here? Students who attend class on 7th June is lesser than 90. 7th is lesser than 90, which implies that it cannot be 55. Are you following this one or not? If it is 55, follow avutunnara ledha? Idi 55 ikkada enta ravali manaki idi 92 ravali. But as here it is clearly given, it cannot be 90. It must be lesser than 90. As it is lesser than 90, it cannot be 55. As it cannot be 55, this V is 55. If V is 55, hence this value must be 67. If this is 67, then tell me what is the value of this one. Because the sum of these two must be, this is 67. The sum of these two must be 147 and this must be 80. Are you following this one or not? And 67, 80 and 44 done. Now between V and S, how many persons should be there? There must be 4 lectures. 1, 2, 3, 4, S must be here, isn't it? S here this place. As S is here, S is an odd number, S and W. As S and W is here, and P must teach in the month which is having odd number of days. As P is in the odd number of days, P cannot be in the month of December, hence P must be in the month of May, and the value is 67, isn't it? The number of students who attend for the session of P is 67, V is 55, and next one, U and 68. Now we have reminded with this one. U and 68, how many persons must be in between U and 68? There must be exactly 3 persons between U and 68. Follow avutunnara ledha? First information undipoyindi. Between U and 68, we must have 3 persons between U and 68. If U is in the month of April 7, 1, 2, 3, this must be 68, which is not possible. As it is not possible, then where should this U? U must be April 21st. If U is 21st, and Y must be how much? Y must be 68. And see here it must be 68. Now X plus Y earlier we have discussed. What should be the value of X plus Y here? X plus Y is 152. Out of which 152, 1 is 68. Hence 152 minus 68, what is the value left over here? 12 minus 8 is 4, 14 minus 6 is 8. Hence what is the value of U? The value of U is 84. Are you following this one or not? The value of U is 84. How we got this 84 here? Because the sum of this one and this one must be 152, and out of which this is 68 and the other value must be 84. Now we have done with this. Done with this? Now T and Q. What are these T and Q here? T and Q must be one after the other on the 7th only, and Q is in even. T is before this Q. As Q is even, Q must be 64. Are you following this one or not? And T must be this one, because Q must be in even. T and Q. T and Q, and both these two are after U. Both these two are after U, and again on 7th only. And 7th finally as P, T, Q, U and S. Now, then next one. What is the other information left over here? Only 3 students give lecture between 6 U and 68. Difference between the number of students who attend 7th September and sum of the number of May is 58. Q gives lecture in the month which has 30 days. Average number of students who attend class on 21st April, 21st June is 76, that is 152, we have taken that one. And P gives lecture in the month which has 30 days, that is May 7th. And T gives lecture in one of the days before Q, T is before Q. Total 55 students attend V session. V does not give lecture in the month which is W. 4 persons between V and S. 4 persons between V and S, we have taken that one. Y gives lecture in the month which is after the month in which V gives lecture. After V, Y should be there. As Y should be there, then what should the value of this Y? Y can be either here, after V, either here or here. There are two possibilities, this is Y. And Y is after V, and in which V gives lecture. Total number of students who attend in all the 5 sessions is 714. The total value is 714. Sum of the number of students who attend on 7th May and 7th June is 147. Out of which 7th June is lesser than 90, it is 80. And the difference of the number of students is, difference of the number of students who attend classes between Y and R is 4. Y and R is 4. As Y and R is 4, and where should this R be? Now, sir, earlier we had discussed about this R. R cannot be in the month of Y and Q. As R cannot give the lecture in the month Y and Q, now, sir, Q is here, hence R cannot be here, and R cannot be here. As R cannot be in these two places, where should this R? R must be at this place only, because this X is also after this V, isn't it? And if R is here, and the difference between R and Y is so much, R and Y is 4. X gives lecture after P, and the number of students, X gives lecture after P. As X is giving lecture after P, now, sir, what is the value of this Y here? Now the value of this Y is 68. If this Y is 68, then what should be the value of this one? R must be how much? Just tell me what is the value of R. The difference between Y and R must be 4. As Y is 68, R must be 64. Can we have 64? No, because Q is already 64. As it cannot be 64, hence it must be 72. The difference between these two is 4. And whatever this X, X must be here only. This is the only possibility left for this X. Then, X gives lecture after P, and the number of students who attend his lecture is greater than 70 and lesser than 80. Greater than 70, lesser than 80, and it is not divided by 4. Greater than 70, lesser than 80, not divided by 4. Now, say the numbers. Now, say this must, X must be an even number. As X is an even number, it must be 72, 74, 76, 78. Out of this 72, 74, 76, 78, now it should not be divided by 4, hence 72, 76 ruled out, and the value of this X must be either 74 or 78. Done with this? Either this is 74 or 78, and 7th December is a multiple of 11. As 7th December is a multiple of 7, hence it must be either 5 into 11, 5 into, isn't it? 5 into 11, 6 into 11, 7 into 11, 8 into 11, 9 into 11. Out of which here the December must be an odd number. Odd number means odd multiples of 11 should be there. Either it should be 55, 77, 99. Out of which 55 the value assigned to V. Hence it must be 77 or 99. Clear now? Now these are the values assigned to this one. Hence for this one, there is one more information that has to be added. Next, what is the other thing what we are supposed to do? Suppose exchange here. Now we got the information, individual information, and the total is given 714. As total is given, tell me what is left for these three. Except these three, count the remaining. Yes, if you count the remaining, what is the value you are getting here? 72 plus 67 plus 80 and so on. Yes, count this one. 72 plus 68 is how much? 72 plus 68. Yes, count all these numbers. 72, 67, 2 plus 7, 9, 9 plus 4, 13, 3, isn't it? 3. And the total value of these three will be how much? 476. Hence, what else is left over here? Total is 714, out of which all the definite information except S, X and W, it is 476. Then what is left over here? And this is 24, isn't it? 24 plus how much? Yes, tell me what is the value? Is the value 476 or anything else? 476 saripinda? What is the value, sum of all these numbers? 496, fine. If it is 496, then what is the sum of this one? 96 plus 4 is how much? 96 plus 4 is 500. 490, 490. If it is 490, then what else is left over here? and 224 is the leftover thing, isn't it? And sum of the remaining 3 must be how much? 224. That is S plus X plus W, the value must be 224. Done? Now out of which, if you take SC is 99, what are the different possibilities for this S here? S plus X plus W, it must be 224, then the different possibilities for this S and W. Now if you take the value of SS 77, and X will be how much? X is 74, that is one possibility, and 77, and X is 78, isn't it? Are you following this one or not? If you take the value of S as 77 and take X as 74 one case, 78 in another case, then what is the sum of this? 7 plus 4 is 11, 1 plus 7 and 15, 151. And what else is left over here? 224 minus 151, 73, isn't it? And the value for W can be 73. Hence W can be 73 in this case, that is one possibility. And in this case 74, 77 plus 78, and 4 more is added, and the value must be 69. And the value of W can be either 73 or 69. If you take the value of W as S as 77. If you take the value of S as 99, S tell me what are the different possibilities. If S is 99, the value of X can be 74 or 78, 99 and 78. Then what is the sum of these two? 99 plus 74 is how much? 173. If it is 173, 224 minus 173 is how much? 27 plus 24 is 51. And the value of W can be 51 in this case. And in this case, what is happening here? 177. If it is 177, 23 and 24, 47, we cannot have this one. And the value of this W can be 51, 69 or 73. There are 3 possibilities for this W. Done with this? Hence, we need to add one more information here. Now, the difference between W and S. The difference between W and S is 8. Just add this element. The difference between the number of students who attend S's lecture and W's lecture is 8. S and W is 8. As S and W is 8, S cannot be 99, isn't it? Now, sir, if it is 99, if you take S as 99, the difference between S and W is how much? S and W is, the difference between S and W is 8, that's what we have discussed. Now, if it is 99 and W will be 91, then what is the sum of these? 190. If it is 190, this X must be how much? S is 60. How much? Now 99 plus this one, it cannot be 74. Hence S cannot be 99. Are you following this one or not? If S is not 99, then S must be 77. If it is S 77, the difference between S and W is 8. Hence here it must be either 8 means 77 plus 8 is how much? 85. Isn't it? If it is 85, then S and W is 85, 7 plus 5 is 12, 1 plus 7, 8 plus 8, 16, 162. If it is 162 and this is 38, and what else is left over here? 38 plus 24. 38 plus 24, it cannot be 74 and 78. Hence the value of this cannot be 85. If it is not 85, then what is the other thing here? 77 minus 8. What is 77 minus 8? 69. And if it is 69, 7 plus 9 is how much? 63, 3. 1 plus 7, 8 plus 6, 43, 143. 143, 57 plus 24 is how much? 70. Are you getting the answer or not? Then we can able to fix the value of this S. And this S is 78, and this S will be 77, and W will be 69. And the sum of these will be 714. Hence, that information need to be added. What is that information here? The difference between S and W is 8. Let's write down this one and work out this one at least 2 to 3 times after going to our home. Because in PO, SBI and IBPS is focusing more on these type of questions. PO Type 2. Earlier it was given in PO Type 2 model. Maybe there is a case wherein he might give these type of questions in Type 1 as well, because we cannot say definitely this will be for Type 2. Hence, we must be acquainted with all the different models before attempting tier 1 as well. And that is the very basic reason why we are giving all these type of models. Hence, R is 72, U is 84, and P is 67, V is 55, T is 80, Y is 68, Q is 64, X is 78, S is 77, and W is 69. Then question number 66. Which of the following lectures gives lecture on 21st June? 21st June, who is that person here? Y. 21st June, it is by Y. Check out the choices, you will get the same answer, choice 3. And question number 67. Which of the following is the number of students who attend on class 7th December? 7th December, and what is the number here? 77, that is given in choice 4. 77, choice 4. Then, after this, question number 68. How many lectures give lectures between P and Q? Between P and Q, how many persons are there? There are 3 persons between P and Q. 3 persons, and it is given in choice 1, 68. Then question number 69. Who among the following gives lecture which is attended by 80 students? 80 students, who is that person? T, choice 2. Then question number 70. 4 of the following 5. 4 of the following is nothing but is an odd man out, R. What is the value of this R? R is 72. And next one 67, V is 55, and T is 80 and 64. And among is 72, 80 and 64. Yes, what is the answer here? Now question number 70. Now in this question number 70, choice. Now 72, 67, 55, 80 and 64. Yes, what is the odd one here? 72 in the month 7th, and 55 and 67 is on 7th, and 80 is 7th, 64 is 7th, except 55. The remaining 4 months, the remaining 4 persons are giving lecture on 7th of different months. But as here, this V55 is giving the lecture on 21st. Choice 3 is the answer. Done with this? Now this is about question number 66 to 70. As 71 to 75. Tell me which one should I explain out of these 5. As question numbers please, 71 to 75. 70? 71. Now question number 71. As question number 71. 5 villages A, B, C, D, and E are located in such a way that 4 villages are at the 4 corners of a square. 4 villages are at the 4 corners of a square. And how to represent this one? No. These are the 4 villages which are at the 4 corners of a square. Isn't it? At 4 corners of a square. And the 5th village is at the intersection of 2 diagonals. 2 diagonals means this is one diagonal and this is another diagonal. One of this one will be at this place. And this is how these 5 villages are there. And village D is to the west of village B. As village D is to the west of village B, this is the possibility. And so D and B can be here or D and B can be here, there are 2 possibilities. D is to the west of B and to the northwest of A. And D is to the northwest of A means, so how to take this A? This is north and this is west. Hence D is at this place, B is at this place. Tell me where should this A be? Where should this A be? Ekkada undali A? Can A be at this place? A cannot be here because if A is here, it will be D is to the north rather than northwest. Can A be at this place? Yes, north and west. Hence, what is the another possibility? Is there any other possibility? A can be here as well. There are 2 possibilities to this A. Northwest. This is north and this is west, northwest. If A is here, this is north and this is west, northwest. Hence, how many possibilities? There are 2 possibilities to this A. Northwest of B. And C is to the southwest of E. And C is to the southwest of E. C is to the southwest of E. As C is to the southwest of E, E cannot be at this place. E cannot be here, E cannot be here. As E cannot be in these 2 places, then where should this E? E must be at this place only. If E is here and C is to the southwest, as C is to the southwest of E and C must be at this place, if C is here, then what else is left over here? A must be at this place. Saripinda leda? Done with this? Then village E is towards which direction with respect to village D? And D from D, this is south and west to southwest. Southwest, and it is given in choice 2. Question number 71, southwest, choice 2 is the answer. No, so sorry. Now, village east towards which direction? East towards. Now this is south and east. South and east, that is southeast, choice 1 is the answer. Question number 71, it is choice 1. Yes, next one. Yes, 71 to 75, anything else? Then 76 to 80. Now question number 76 to 80. Now 76 to 80. Now question number 76 to 80, what is the information given here? Now in this 76 to 80, and P, Q, R, S, T, U, and W are live on 8 different floors of a building but not necessarily in the same order. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, isn't it? Hence in total, and the person, and what is the other parameter here? And the other parameter is regarding the newspaper they likes. The newspaper they likes. Then condition number 1. Yes, tell me what is condition number 1 here? And P lives immediately above you. P lives immediately above you, you who lives on an odd number floor. And P is even, and U is odd, and these two must be adjacent to each other. P is immediately above you. And so how many possibilities do we have for this P and U? U and P could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And so how many possibilities? We have some 4 possibilities. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, and 8. Next one. And in this one more information given at the last. What is that information here? And Q lives on floor number 4. Now if you observe here, Q lives on floor number 4, clearly given. As Q is living on floor number 4, Q must be here. As Q is here, then one more possibility is left over. Now for P and U, it could be either 7 or 8, 5 or 6, 1 or 2. Isn't it? How many possibilities? We have some 3 possibilities. Now let us take P and U at this place, that is one possibility. And what is the second possibility here? P and U at this place, this is the second possibility. Isn't it? There are 2 possibilities. As of now, we can work on this. If these 2 are invalid, then we can directly start with P and U on the first and the second. Then P lives immediately above you, and U who lives on an odd number floor, and the one who likes Indian Express does not live on the first floor. Indian Express does not live on the first floor. Indian Express cannot be here. Now here also Indian Express cannot be here. Indian Express does not live on the first floor, and the one who likes Economic Times live on an even number floor but not on floor number 8. Economic Times. Economic Times is even number floor but not on floor number 8. It must be either 2, 4 or 6. Economic Times either 2, 4 or 6. Only 2 people live between you and the one who likes Economic Times. You and the one who likes Economic Times, there must be exactly 2 people. As there are exactly 2 people between you and Economic Times, hence who must be Economic Times here? This Q must be Economic Times. Isn't it? And Q is Economic Times in this. And between you and this one, there must be exactly 2 persons. Now Economic Times cannot be on 8th one. Here it cannot be. 1, 2 Economic Times must be at this place. Are you following this one or not? But as Economic Times must be even number floor. As it must be an even number floor, here it is ruled out. Hence what is the case left over here? Now we have left with P and U at the 7 and 8. Clear now? Then now we are fixing this one, because this case is ruled out. Economic Times cannot be on an odd number floor. And only one person lives between you and the one who likes Indian Express. You and Indian Express, there must be exactly one person, and this Indian Express must be at this place. You and Indian Express, there must be exactly one person. And next one. Neither T nor U lives on, neither T nor R lives on the first floor. T and R cannot be on the first floor. Hence who cannot be on the first floor here? T and R cannot be on the first floor. Clear now? T and R cannot be on the first floor. Then neither T nor R lives on the first floor. Only one person lives between R and S. R and S who likes business standard. And exactly one person between R and S who likes business standard. Isn't it? And these 2 persons can be in any order. And R cannot be on the first floor. As R cannot be on the first floor, can R be on the second floor? Tell me. Yes. Can R be on the second floor or not? No. Why? If R is on the second floor, then S must be on the fourth floor, which is not possible. Clear now? And same is the case with R cannot be on this one. R cannot be on the sixth floor, because if R is on the sixth floor, S must be on the fourth floor, which is not possible. Then what are the possibilities left for this R? R cannot be on the first floor, cannot be on the second floor, cannot be on the sixth floor. Then the only thing left for is R and S must be 3 and 5th floors. Are you following this one or not? Alternate. Out of which this S likes business standard, S cannot be on 5th floor, because the person who is living on the 5th floor likes Indian Express. Hence, this must be R. Are you following this one or not? Hence, this must be, who is R here? And S is business standard. Hence, this must be between R and S. Between R and S, there must be exactly one person. Only one person lives between R and S who likes business standard. S between 1 and 2 and R and S, there must be exactly one person who likes business standard. Hence, what are the possibilities we have? R and S can be either on the third and the fifth R and S can be here, or what is the other possibility? The other possibility is, if R is at this place, then S will be here. Are you following this one or not? If R is here, S will be here. That is another. R cannot be here, but S can be here or not? R and S can be. There are two possibilities for this S. S can be either on the third floor or on the first floor. And R and S, only two persons lives between T and P. Only two persons between T and P. As two persons between T and P, then what are the values of this T and P? As where can this T and P be here? Tell me. Now T and P. Now, sir, T cannot be on the sixth floor. If T is on the sixth floor, the other person must be on the third floor, which is not possible. Hence, T or P must be on these two possibilities only, TRP and TRP. As TRP is here, R and S. Now between T and P, T is already, or P is already there. As P is already there, between T and P, how many persons are there? And only two persons lives between P and T. As there are two persons between P and T, as P is already there here, hence we must have two persons between P and T. Hence T must be at this place. As T is at this place, R and S cannot be at this place. R and S cannot be at the fifth place. R and S must be at the first and the third places. Out of which R cannot be on the first floor, S must be on the first floor. If S is on the first floor, and this person likes business standard. Done with this? Now we have fixed this R, S, Q, T, P and U. And only two persons lives between T and P. Q lives on an even number floor and immediately above R. Q is immediately above R. As Q lives on an even number floor immediately above R, this information is not at all required. Anyhow, we have inferred that information or concluded that information. And the one who likes Hindu lives on an even number floor and live immediately above the one who likes Tribune. Hindu is immediately even number floor. Even number floor means it must be the second, 4, 6 or 8. And immediately above whom? Immediately above Tribune. Hence, Hindu cannot be at this place, because if Hindu is here and first floor must be Tribune, which is not possible. Hindu cannot be on the second floor, cannot be on the fourth floor, cannot be on the sixth floor, because if it is on the sixth floor, Tribune must be on the fifth floor, which is not possible. Hence, Hindu must be on the eighth floor. If Hindu is on the eighth floor, and Tribune must be on the seventh floor. Done with this? Tribune must be on the seventh floor. And economic times, R does not like Indian Express. R does not like Indian Express or the Tribune. R does not like Indian Express as well. Indian Express here also ruled out. Indian Express cannot be on the first one, cannot be on the second one, cannot be on the third. Now we are left with either the second or the sixth floor, isn't it? Indian Express must be either the second or the sixth floor. Indian Express already given here, fifth floor. And R does not like, only two persons between W and the one who likes Times of India. W and Times of India, there must be exactly two persons. As there must be exactly two persons, tell me whether W can be on the second floor. If W is on the second floor, the person who likes Times of India must be on the fifth floor, which is not possible, isn't it? Hence, W cannot be on the second floor. Hence, W must be on the sixth floor. If W is on the sixth floor, and 2 persons between W and the person who likes Times of India. And the person who likes Times of India is R and is living on floor number 3, Times of India. Then the one who likes Financial Express does not live on an odd number floor. Financial Express is an even number floor, and W does not like Deccan Chronicle. And W does not like Deccan Chronicle, and this second floor is Deccan Chronicle. Then which is left over here? And Financial Express. Now this Financial Express is on floor number 6, and who is the person left over here? P, Q, R, S, T, S, V. U is there, V and W, and this V is Deccan Chronicle. Clear now? Now this is about 8 persons. Now these 8 persons are staying on 8 different floors, and the newspapers they like is clearly given. Now this is about question number 76 to 80. Now 76 to 80. Then 81 to 85. Now question numbers 81 to 85. First write down this, then let us discuss about question numbers 81 to 85. Yes, what is the information given here for 81 to 85? There are 8 persons, namely A, B, C, D, E, F, G and H, has born in the same month of different year. Same month of different year 1969, 72, 78, 81, 89, 97, 2000 and 2005. And their age is considered as on the same month of 2017. Now what is the base year here? 2017 is the base year, and the years they were born is also clearly given. Now we need to find out the ages of these persons, isn't it? Shall I start with this one, 81 to 85? Now in this question numbers 81 to 85. Now sir, first let us start with the person who is born in 1969. 1969, what are the years given here? 1969, 72, 78, isn't it? 81, after this 81, 89, next to 89 is 97, next to 97, 2000 and 2005. 2000 and 2005. Then what is the base year, tell me? Now the base year is 2017 clearly specified. As the base year is 2017, now we need to identify the ages of these persons by 2017, isn't it? Ages of these persons by 2017. Now 1969 and 2017. Yes, what is the difference? 69 plus how much? 31 plus how much? 31 plus 17, that is 48. And the age of the person who was born in 1969, and that is 48 years. Now 1969 to 72, how many years? Plus 3. Hence the age must be minus 3. Here it must be minus 3. And 72 to 78 plus 6, here it must be minus 6, and this must be 39. 78 to 81 plus 3, here minus 3, 36. 81 to 89 plus 8, here it must be minus 8, 28. And 89 to 97 plus 8, here it must be minus 8, 20. 97 to 2000 plus 3, here it must be minus 3, 17. And 2000 to 2005 plus 5, here it must be minus 5. Minus 5, the age must be 12 years. Clear? Hence this is the advantage what we are having by representing the ages in the ascending order. Clear? If you represent the years in the ascending order, obviously we can able to express the ages in the descending order, isn't it? Then their ages are considered as on 7th, the same month of 2017. G is born in even number year, but not in the year which does not divided by 4. Yes, tell me, G was born in which year? G born in an even number year. Even number year means either G was born in 72, 78, 2000. There are 3 possibilities. 72, 78, 2000. Out of which G is born in an even number year, but not born. And he was not born in the year which does not divided by 4. That means this G was born in the year which is divided by 4. Okkasari chudandi condition. And G does not born in the year which is not divided by 4. 4 తో డివైడ్ కానటువంటి ఇయర్లో వాడు పుట్టలేదు అన్నాడు. Now sir, this one, this 78 is not divided by 4, and this person G was not born in 78. isn't it? Now here, but not born in. But not born in the year which does not divided by 4, neither nor. And this person was born in the year either 72 or 2000. Clear now? And G could be born either in the year of 72 or 2000. And A is 36 years old. As A is 36 years old, this is a definite information. And B is 17 years older than F. B is 17 years older than F. F who is 8 years younger than A. F is 8 years younger than A. And what is the value of F? F must be 28. Isn't it? If F is 28, then what is the value of B? B and F there must be 17 years. 28 plus 17 is how much? 28 plus 17 it is 45. And so who was born in 45? And 45 years age. That was B. And B will be 45. Now here, as B is 45, now here. This G was born in the year ages 72 or 2000. Out of which 72 is not possible because B was born in the year 72. As 72 is also ruled out, now this B was born in the year 2000. Are you following this one or not? It is not B, it is G. And G was born in the year 2000. Done with this? Earlier we had two possibilities, 72 or 2000. Out of which 72 is ruled out because B was born in the year 72. Then B is 17 years older than F. F who is 18 years younger than A. There are 8 years gap between the age of E and D. Between E and D, what is the difference here? There is a difference of 8 years. Now 48 minus 8, 40, there is no 40 years age person. And again 39 minus 8 is also not there, 31. And 12 and 20. 12 and 20 here the difference between these two persons is 8 years. Isn't it? 8 years gap between E and D. As 8 years gap between E and D, E can be 97, then D will be here. Or if D is here, E will be here. There are two possibilities for this DNA. Between these two, who is younger than whom, that is not clearly given as of now. And H is 9 years younger than C. H is 9 years younger than C. Then what are the values of this H and C? H and C, the difference between these two is only 9. Now we are left with only these two, 39 and 48. Out of which H is younger than C by 9 years. And this is C. H is 9 years younger. 9 years younger. Hence, H is here and C is here. And the difference between 39 and 48 is how much? 9 years. Done with this? And, but not in 2000. But not in 2005. E was born earlier than G. As E was born earlier than G, E is here. If E is here, D will be here. And these are the ages and the years they were born. And question numbers 81 to 85. What are the years here? CBH, AF, EGD is the order in which these 8 persons were born starting from 1969 to 2005. Question numbers 81 to 85. Done with this? Anything else left out in this paper? 81 to 85. Then question numbers 86 to 90. Yes, question numbers 86 to 90. Now in this 86 to 90, what is given in this one 86 to 90? Yes, tell me what is the answer. No. In total, how many students are there? 8 students. Seminar in the months of March, May, June and November. In each month, the seminar will be conducted on 6th or 14th, isn't it? And it was conducted on either 6th or 14th. Then question numbers 86 to 90. Now question numbers 86 to 90. Then 8 students attend the seminar in the March 6th or 14th. Now this is March 6th, March 14th, and what is the next month here? Next month is May 6th and May 14th, May 6th and May 14th, and the next one, and June 6th and June 14th, June 6th and June 14th, and the next one is November, November 6th and November 14th, November 6th and November 14th. Hence in total how many do we have? We have some 8 possibilities. Done with this? Yes, tell me. I have a seminar. B has attended the seminar on 14th of the month, which has only 30 days. 14th of a month, which has only 30 days. 14th. How many months do we have 30 days? There are 2 months, June and November. And 14th of this one. Hence, what are the different possibilities here? B can be June 14th, or what is the second possibility? B can be on November 14th. Isn't it? 2 possibilities. And only 3 friends have attended the seminar between B and C. Between B and C, 3 persons here in the first case, and this is the second case. C can be C is in the month of March 14, and here 3 persons means May 14. No one has attended the seminar between A and C. Between A and C, there is no person who has attended the seminar between A and C. Then tell me what are the possibilities here? A and C must be consecutive. If A is here, isn't it? And between A and C, A can be either here or here, and in this case also A can be either here or here, because A and C must be in the consecutive. No has attended between A and C. A does not attend the seminar in May. As A does not attend the seminar in May, A does not attend the seminar in May, sorry. Now, this A can be either here or here. A cannot be in the month of May, hence A cannot be here. As A cannot be at this place, it also A cannot be at this place, isn't it? Hence, what are the possibilities left for this A here? A must be in the month of March, and in the second case. In the second case, A must be in the month of June. Clear now? And A does not attend the seminar in May. Only 2 friends have seminar between the seminar of A and E. Between A and E, how many persons we should have? Only 2 persons. Hence, in case 1, E must be here, and in case 2, E must be at this place. Only 2 persons between A and E. D attend the seminar on one of the days before E. D attend the seminar on one of the months before E. Hence, D must be at this place. Then, both F and H attended the seminar on the same date. F and H are on the same date. F attended the seminar before H. F before H on the same date, but not in the month of June. Now, sir, on the same date means what are the dates left over here? And 6th, 6th and 14th are left over. Now, these F and H are on the same date, and F is before H. Hence, if F is here, H will be here, because both these 2 persons are on the same date, 6 and 6, isn't it? June 6th and November 6th. Then who is the person left over here? A, B, C, D, E, F, H. G must be here. But whereas this F cannot be in the month of June, and the first case is ruled out. Though the entire information is valid, only with this information the entire condition got invalid. Then coming to the next one. Yes, what is the next one here? And D attend the seminar on one of the months before E. Both F and H attend the seminar on the same date. And F has attended before H but not in June. Same date. Same date is what? May 6th is there, and June 6th is not there, and November 6th is there. And May 6th and November 6th, and F is before H, and F must be in the month of May, and H must be in the month of this one, isn't it? Then who is the person left over here? G is the person left over. Then what is the order here? D, E, F, C, A, G, H, B. Clear now? And this is the order in which these persons. Now, sir, rather than working out like this, if you try to represent the information like this, March, May, and 6th and 14th, then there is a chance for getting confused in this. Why? Because in between these persons will be given 3 persons in between, isn't it? 3 persons in between June and then you should take 1, 2, 3 in this case in the reverse order. Okay? There is a chance for being confused, hence represent the information like this. Then in between and everything will be taken care of this diagram. Done with this? Now this is about question numbers 86 to 90. Yes, write down this one. Then after this 86 to 90, then what is left over here? 93 to 95. Each of the 6 family members are of different ages. C is older than only A and E, isn't it? 6 family members, A, B, C, D, E, and F are the 6 family members, isn't it? 6 family members, 93 to 95. Yes, first write down this one, then let us discuss about 93 to 95. Now in this question numbers 93 to 95, each of the 6 family members, A, B are of different ages. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 are of different ages, and C is older than only A. As C is older than only A, tell me what are the positions of these two persons, C and A? C is older than only one person and C is lesser than the remaining 4 persons. And C is here, A is here. C is older than only A and E. C is older than only A and E. Hence, C must be at which place? C must be at the 4th place. If A is here, E will be here, and if E is here, A will be here. There are two possibilities for A and E, isn't it? Hence, C, A and E, and D is younger than only B. As D is younger than only B, D is younger than whom? D is younger than only one person B. Now, C is older than only A and E, and D is younger than only one person B. As D is younger than only one person B, what are the possibilities here? And the positions of these B and D are at the first and this. And D is younger than only B. E is not the youngest. As E is not the youngest, this case is ruled out. As this case is ruled out, then what is left over here? A, B, C, D, E and F. F is a person F. Hence, B, D, F, C, E, A is the order in which these 6 persons. And the one who is third oldest is 81. Hence, F is 81 and his age is 62. And this person is 62. Done with this? Which of the following could possibly be the age of C? C is in between 62 and 81. 62 and 81, what is the answer here? 70, that is choice 1. Then question number 94. Which of the following is true with respect to the given information? D's age is definitely lesser than 60. No, it is false because that person must be more than 81. F is the oldest, that's false. 2 people older than C, 3 persons older than C. Possibility that B's age is 79. B's age is 79, that is false. None is true, choice 5. 95. The person who is the oldest, his age is 13 years more than F. 13 years more than F. 81 plus 13 is so much, 94. Then which of the following can be D's age? D is in between 81 and 94. 81 and 94, what is the number here? 89, choice 3. And this is about question number 95. Then question number 96 to 100. Yes, how many of you had done this one, 96 to 100? Question numbers 96 to 100. Yes, question numbers 96 to 100. How many of you had done? Not done? 96 to 100. Because the same question we have discussed in the class. And what is that one? In the second paper. Basics, seating arrangement basics, seating arrangement advanced. In that advanced, this is the 5th set. Whether you could able to remember this one or not. At that time also, most of you people have drawn this row arrangement separately, floor arrangement separately. Isn't it? Now after going to your home, just to go through that paper, seating arrangement, advanced set number 5, the same puzzle has been given. It's the same puzzle, whatever the puzzle we have discussed has been given. Now you could not able to do this one. And yes, that means in the examination also if the same questions were repeated, you cannot able to solve it all. Isn't it? Same question పడినప్పుడే చేయట్లేదు మీరు ఎవరు మరి ఎగ్జామ్లో పడితే ఏం చేస్తారు? Done? Now in this, how many persons are there? There are 7 persons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now 7 persons are there and each one of them lives on a different floor on the same building which is numbered from 1 to 7. 1 to 7. And now so rather than representing the floors once again, now this floor is nothing but one of the parameter given. Just think like that. Rather than drawing the floor separately, this is one of the parameters. Now let us take for example, A through G are in a straight line facing north. Each one of them likes a different fruit. Fruit is given. Then can we arrange these persons along the floor? No, fruit is one of the parameters. Similarly, here floor is also one of the parameters. Clear? No need to draw this one separately. Then B sits 4th to the left of the person living on the 6th floor. B is 4th to the left of the person who is living on the 6th floor. Either B or the person living on the 6th floor is at the extreme ends of the line. Either B, if B is here, then the person living on the 6th floor must be here. Either B is 5, 6, 7, 8. 7 or 8 persons, only 7 persons. Now either B or the person who is living on the 6th floor is at the end. Now I am taking 6th floor person is here. If 6th floor person is here, B will be here. Are you following this one or not? As of now, we have only two possibilities. With this information, I could able to determine the two possibilities. Then only one person between B and G. Only one person between B and G will be here. As only one person between B and G lives on third floor. G lives on third floor. Only one person between B and G, B lives on third floor. Hence, G can be either here or G can be here. There are two possibilities for G, isn't it? There is only one person between B and G lives on third floor. The person living on the first floor sits third to the right of D. First floor sits third to the right of D. If D is here 1, 2 and first floor person must be like this. And D is not an immediate neighbor of G. As D is not an immediate neighbor of G, D cannot be here, D cannot be here. As D cannot be in these two places, can D be at this place? If D is here 1, 2 and the person who is living on the first floor must be third to the right, which is not possible. And the first case is completely ruled out. Are you following this one or not? Then coming to this one, this D. And D is not an immediate neighbor of G. As D is not an immediate neighbor of G, how many possibilities are left over for this G? There are two possibilities. And out of which, if you take this possibility G first, then D is not an immediate neighbor of G, D cannot be here. As D cannot be here, then what is the other possibility here? D must be here. If D is here, then the person who is living on the first floor must be in the same place as of the 6th floor. Is it possible? Not possible. Hence, D cannot be here, cannot be here, cannot be here, cannot be here. Hence, D at this place is also ruled out, isn't it? That means G, whatever this G cannot be at this place. Are you following this one or not? If G is here, then there is no place for D and 1. As this case is left over, now finally we are left with what? Now finally we are left with G at this place. Now I have finalized the position of G as well. What is the final position of this G? No, this G is what? G is living on the third floor. If G is living on the third floor and this D cannot be here and D cannot be here, isn't it? And D cannot be in this place, then what is the only place for this D? Yes, tell me what are the different possibilities left for this D? D must be starting at the first two places. If you take D at this place, 1, 2, the first floor person must be here, which is not possible. Hence, D cannot be here. As D cannot be here, the only possibility is D at the first place. If D is at the first place, then the person who is living on the first floor must be in between B and G. Done with this one? Now, D and 1, we have fixed this one as well. Hence, D here is ruled out. Done with this? Then, only one person between E and the one who lives on the second floor. E and the one who lives, only one person between E and only one person between E and the one who lives on the second floor. E and the one who lives on the second floor. Tell me whether E can be at this place or not. Whether E can be at this place or not. If E is at the person second floor and the first floor must be in the same place, which is not possible. E cannot be here. Then can E be at this place? If E is here, then what happens here? If E is here, if E is here, then the second floor person and the first floor person must be at the same place, which is not possible. And E cannot be here as well, because 1 and 3 must be, 2 and 3 must be in the same place, not possible. Then what is the only possibility left over here? E must be at this place. If E is here, and the person who is living on the second floor can be either at this place or at this place. Isn't it? Because left and right is not given. Only one person between E and the one who lives on the second floor. Only one person between E and the one who lives on the second floor. Done with this? One person between E and the one who lives on the second floor. Then, what are the other possibilities? A and C are immediate neighbors of each other. As A and C are immediate neighbors of each other, then what is the only possibility? Now the last two places. As A and C are immediate neighbors of each other, A does not live on the 6th floor. As A does not live on the 6th floor, A will be here. If A is here, C will be here. C is here, A, B, C, D, E, F will be at this place. F is at this place. And one who lives on the 5th floor sits third to the right of the 7th floor. 5th floor sits third to the right of the 7th floor, isn't it? Now we need to find out the possibilities for this. Can 7th floor person be D? If 7th floor person is D, and E must be 5th floor, which is not possible. this is ruled out. 7 cannot be D, isn't it? Can 7th floor person be F? If you take 7th floor person is F, then 1, 2 and 5 must be, and G must be the 5th floor, which is also not possible. And 7 cannot be at the first place, 7 cannot be at the second place, and 7 cannot be in this place as well. Then what is the only place? And B must be the 7th floor, and 5. 1, 2 and the 5th floor person must be A, and the person who is living on the 5th floor sits out to the right of the 7th floor. If this is 5, it cannot be 2, and so who is 2? Now the person is living on the second floor is F. Then 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. What is left over here? 4 is left over. Done with this? Now this is the arrangement. Without drawing the floor arrangement, whether could you able to draw this diagram or not? Okay, hence for this one no need to draw a separate floor arrangement, because it is nothing but another parameter. Clear? If you draw them separately, there is every chance of confusing, and you could not able to do this one as well. Done with this? Now this is about question number 96 to 100 as well. Paper number 68, 66 to 100. Any doubts in this? 66 to 100. Anything else to be discussed in this paper? Apart from this. Chapman, can you have doubts?